Hey, and welcome to How to Make Pikmin plush. Sorry for the huge delay on this video. I've been pretty busy recently playing Minecraft. So anyway, today I want to make all the Pikmin that appear in Pikmin 3 Deluxe, plus Olimar, because you guys said you wanted an extra astronaut. Here's the poll here. Ooh, wow, look at those stats. So yeah, you guys said you wanted Olimar, so I'm gonna make him too. First up, the main character. Technically, red Pikmin! So, for the head, you're going to need a large red puffball, or if you don't have puffballs, you can glue two pieces of red fabric together and stuff it. This is way easier, and I like to be lazy. That's the point of this channel. Boom, there we go. You're also obviously gonna need red felt, green felt, white felt, and stuffing. For the body, you're gonna want to For the body, you're gonna want to fold the fabric in half. We're gonna want to cut out this like oval, but one side is flat. And since you cut the fabric in half, you get two, and then you just glue it together and stuff it. Now, while the glue is warming up, you can work on the arms and legs. For the arms, you're gonna want to fold the fabric in half again, and then cut out this shape, similar to the body but slimmer. And then cut his little fingers. Feet. So once you have your completely stuffed body, glue the head on. Then you just glue his arms and legs on. And this right here is the basic body for the red, yellow, and blue Pikmin. So if you want yellow and blue Pikmin too, you gotta make this 2 more times. So I guess I gotta do that now. But first let's work on a stem. Boom. And now for the leaf. Out of light green, of course. And then you glue it on. Now we just have to make his eyes and nose. White fabric in half and cut out 2 eyes. Glue them on. Then you can add his pupils with a black marker and details on the leaf. Now for his iconic nose. It's a cone. And done. And there's your red Pikmin plush. So now I'm going to teach you how to make yellow and blue. So you need yellow and blue bodies first. So, an hour of pain and suffering later, we have blue and yellow Pikmin bodies. Just like red, except red has a nose, and blue has a mouth, and yellow has ears. Let's work on yellow first. So for yellow, he has ears, so we're going to need more yellow felt. In half, cut out these 2 ear shapes, and just add 2 little black lines at the top to define them. And glue it on. Now let's work on blue. He just has a mouth. It's just a little half circle out of pink fabric. Now we have a yellow and blue Pikmin. Now we just need 2 more. Next up, the flying Pikmin. For his head, you're going to need a large pink puffball. Then you're going to need pink felt, light green felt, and medium blue felt. The stem is exactly the same for all Pikmin, so just go ahead and do that with the pink. There you go. And don't forget to add the leaf details with your Sharpie. Now for his body, which is really simple, it's just a half circle. You gotta fold the fabric in half. Once you have the 2 pieces, glue them, then stuff them. Once you have the body, just glue it onto the head. Glue it on. Once you have the body attached, the limbs are the same as these 3 Pikmin. So get to it. Now for the wings. It makes the flying Pikmin the flying Pikmin. You want to get some white fabric, fold that in half. Here are the wing shapes. So there you go. And now for the eyes, the finishing touch, which is just 2 blue circles. And there's your flying Pikmin plush. Now there's just 1 more Pikmin to go. Let's make the rock Pikmin. You need gray felt, fold in half. So this is the base. It's actually like the hardest base to create because it's like a geometric, but basically you just create lines, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a rock. But yeah, I just kind of created random lines and it looks pretty good. So this one's a little more hard to explain, but you know, you could just cut an oval if you want to be lazy. Stuff it. So once you have the body, unlike all the other Pikmin, his limbs are actually not the same color as his body. His limbs are actually white, including the stem. But other than the color change, it's exactly the same. Psst, do you want more detail on your stem? Use a green marker and then color the edge. Your stem is slightly cooler. Stem complete. Now for the limbs. There are the limbs, and just like the stem, you can add some green to make it slightly more detailed. So I added some black in there because, you know, the rock is gray and black is close to gray. Once you have that, all you need are the eyes, which are exactly the same as any other normal Pikmin. Bruh. Bada bing, bada boom, there's your rock Pikmin. Now we have all of the Pikmin, except for purple and white. What, if this video gets 50 likes, then I'll go back and make them. But a new challenger approaches. It's Olimar. We're making Olimar. Now for the one you've all been waiting for. It's the one and only Olimar. This is probably my most ambitious project. So, here's all the felt. You're gonna need yellow, peachy color, light gray. You can find this on Amazon. It's actually really rare, so good luck. Brown, black, red, and white. Yeah, and his helmet is, so it's a Christmas ornament that I took the plug out of and then melted plastic. You can do it with like a heated knife or something, or a soldering iron. Or if you don't want to do this, you could just use a flat piece of cup, like we did for the hamster ball and the Among Us pets, link in the description. Start making him. First, you're going to need a cream-colored puffball, and then a smaller pink one for his nose. Looking good. Now let's make his eyes. Here are his eyes. Put them on. Now for his hair, which is brown. Here's his hair. It's 3 triangles. Then glued on. And the final add-on to his head is his ears, which are surprisingly similar to yellow Pikmin's ears, just smaller. Fold that peach fabric in half. There you go. And you can add a black line on the top just like the yellow. And there you go. Now just shove that into your Christmas ornament. Or just put it behind your cup. Looks something like this. And now time for his yellow collar. It's just a strip of yellow felt. Just wrap that around the bottom of his head and boom! Head's done. So make sure to be very careful with this part because the head is not stable in there. So we need to make a base body. You can really use any color fabric, but I have mostly white. That's what we're going to use. Here's his base body. Glue it, stuff it, you know the drill. Here's the base body. Just glue the head on. Now for his spacesuit. I'm doing this in a similar fashion to the way I did my Sans plush, which I really like the way it turned out. So you're going to cut out a strip of yellow felt that's about the size of the body. Then just wrap the yellow strip around. And bada bing, bada boom, you got the spacesuit. Mostly finished. You just need the whistle on the helmet and his little antenna. First, let's make his whistle. For this, you're going to need a light gray. For the first part, you're going to need somewhat of a half circle, and then a rectangle on the bottom of it. And I used a black marker to create details on the sides. So just glue those together, and then glue it to the bottom of the helmet. And boom, whistle. Now we just need to make the antenna. For his little antenna, you're going to need a piece of wire. You can just use a paper clip if you don't have any crafting wire. And a tiny pink puffball for the light. So first you have to find a way to get the wire into the Christmas ornament. So what I recommend doing is this little circle at the top. You can put the hot glue gun tip on it and then insert the wire. So the plastic is a little more malleable so you can easily put this in. I'm using this wire here so it's more stable than just floppy fabric. Once you have the stem in, just attach the pom-pom at the end. Being good, and for the final touch, we just need to attach some gray felt at the bottom as the base. I've got a complete helmet, so now you just have to make it permanent. And there you go, a completed helmet and body. Now we just need to add some details to his spacesuit. Here are some details I've added on with a marker, and here are some felt details I've added. So now let's work on his arms. Like the clothing, his arms are going to be similar to Sans, which they're just cones, and then you pinch them at the top. But I'll do a quick overview on how to make them. First, cut out 2 big strips of yellow felt and shape them into circles. Once you did that, pinch one of the corners and glue it. Then stuff the insides. And to cover up the holes, take red puffballs, because those are the color of his gloves. For some reason, don't ask me, ask Nintendo. Now you just need to add the black outlines on his gloves with black. They're just 2 black strips. Once you have your 2 black strips, wrap them around the gloves. Once you've wrapped the black all the way around, you can now glue it on. And there you go. It's a little long, so learn from my mistake, make them shorter, but he still looks pretty cute. Now, let's just add the legs. But first, before we do, there's one detail on his right arm, or my right arm. It's actually his left arm. It's just a small pink dot. There you go. Now for his legs. The legs is exactly the same as the arms, except you don't pinch the one side. Alright, so boom, you have your 2 cylinders. But don't stuff them yet. We're going to put on the feet on first. So once you've got the pom-poms in there, you're going to want to stuff it now. Alright, boom, stuffed him. So you can make him standing up if you want to, but he's definitely top heavy, so I'm going to make him sitting down. He looks so cute already. But now, we need to make the bottom of his feet, which are gray. We're going to fold gray fabric in half, and then cut out a circle. Then you should end up with 2 gray circles. Put them on. So once you have those on, that's not it. Oh no, there's still red outline, so make sure you get those in. Now put this red strip around the gray. So once you've outlined the shoes in red, now you can add the little line details and spacesuit details, and then we're finally freaking done! We're finally done! Alright. He looks really cute, and if you put him next to the Pikmin, he looks even better. So thanks for watching. And there'll be a new video probably in I don't know, like a month or something. Bye!